Scientific notation has to be a number
It's
between
just one number, right?
1 and 9.
Oh, so it'd just be 6.6, which would make it times.
Yes.
I first heard about Lee Park around last year, Christmas time, I think. And so when we heard about a new private school coming up, we thought that's a great opportunity.
Start over again. 20,000 hertz. Over one. Exactly, yeah. She's a leader. People gravitate to her because of her personality. She puts everything into what she does. There's a lot of things that she's so good at, but I think her personality, her drive to be a good student is impressive.
And just to be here in a place that I love and that helps me 24/7, it's good for me. Around 4th grade, we moved here from Colorado. So that was a big change. And then around 6th grade, it was just not a good time. I was surrounded by bad influences, and I just ended up making a bunch of bad decisions that made me go down a wrong path. And I ended up hurting my mom. And that was not a decision I ever expected to make.
I wasn't home very much. I was going to school or working, and she felt alone. And the people around her were very influential, and there was a lot of just negativity around her. And it got to the point where she was really just trying to leave, and not that it's a bad thing, but she was trying to go to her dad's, and that was one of the scariest things to me, is to think that I'm losing her. I prayed, and it's just the Lord kept telling me that it would be a good idea to homeschool.
I was confused. It was a time of distress for me and trying to find myself and trying to understand what I could have done better, trying to focus on the actions that I made and why I made them.
I told her, you need to trust God that this is what we're supposed to be doing right now, because I'm doing the same thing. This isn't easy for me, this isn't easy for you, but we need to, come to the Lord and just trust Him.
So during that time, my mom started helping us to incorporate the Bible into our school studies.
It really just brought us both together. We were both learning about God at the same time, and we were both trusting Him and coming to Him. And I think that really strengthened our relationship.
Again, so when we heard about Lee Park and all these ideas and the fact that we'd be able to learn Bible in school, it was great. And that's exactly what we wanted.
And I was really praying because, we don't have the money to, send her to private school. And I told Veronica, we're gonna try. Her heart was at peace, and she was like, yeah, we'll just try it, and if it doesn't work out, then God knows why. First, she had the interview with Debbie Hargett and Chris Griffin, and they were immediately blown away by the interview. I still don't know what else she said, but they were just blown away, and I was like, nice, good job, Veronica.
Right after I did the interview, I went to soccer practice, and Tyler messaged me, and he was like, so I'm not saying anything for definite, but my dad's phone is like blowing up right now about everything about you. And that gave me new hope. It honestly kind of made me feel less alone and made me feel like that God was actually listening to me.
Pastor Chris, he emailed me and said, let's meet.
Scared out of my mind, and I'm just praying and praying and praying constantly. Miss Judy immediately comes up to my mom, welcoming me with like this warm smile and hug, and helping us to just kind of like settle down, just kind of sit there, just kind of nervously, just shaking and everything. I'm like, okay, we're gonna be fine. And so Pastor Chris gets done, he invites us in, and immediately he just says, well, I just want to say you did extremely well on your interview.
At the very end, he just said, there's just only one thing we need you guys, that I need from you.
And that you don't pay a single cent.
We've got you covered. We both broke down in tears. I was so blown away.
He asked if I wanted to meet the person who gave me the opportunity to come here. immediately I said, yes, I would love to, absolutely. And we walk up and I'm like crying and tears are pouring down my face. And we go and we see Miss Judy, and immediately I realized it was the same girl that just introduced me and just welcomed me with the warmest smile. And I can never be more thankful. Miss Judy really gave me that opportunity to come here and to help me to realize that God did listen to me. God thought I was important, and He thought that I was worth His time. And if there's anybody out there like how I felt, and they get blessed with this opportunity, you could change their entire life. It may seem like one sort of moment, but in all honesty, it can change everything.